That sounds kind of depressing. I think you had the wrong idea. What is that? Look now, because the Umbral Star has arrived in this galaxy. That being the case, and one thing I had to do. The vanguard of the Umbral Star and signal civilizations in this sector. Corrupt Seraphim to control, and so drop down onto the blue planet once again. Their descent is fine. They had clone just like 4,000 years, 15,000 years ago. I would use the Alpha Star that penetrated the moon. Because of the method, I will destroy all civilization. That's what I was born for. What about the cage? Can I get rid of it now? I was thinking about the cage. Yes, I would like to talk about the cage I'm in, thank you. Did you build it first off? Good question. Yes, I did build it. To prevent me from escaping, no doubt. Not very well, I'm afraid. I'm sure it's uncomfortable to sleep in. I'm sitting in most unevenly uncomfortable either. I understand. But Lana, it's like a caged animal. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it so uncomfortable. But then they weren't made to build a cage. That's so marvelous, but building similar human size is very hard for me. Size is so inconvenient for you. Don't worry about it. I may have been cramped mentally and physically, but it wasn't that bad. It was actually easier to sleep in than you might think. But no, what I really want to know is why she went out of her way to build it in the first place. To prevent me from escaping, that's why. Odd silence. Asking because you want to escape? No. Probably then until tomorrow. 3, nice. Obviously, honestly. Just personally stand there. I said that last time. I'm not gonna be in here for the duration of it. I'm forcing myself to tolerate it. And just for a little longer. Side missions now available. There we go. Hey, good missions temporarily available. 7 advanced side missions. Oh. Let's see what we got. Oh, wait. I forgot something important. Oops. Oh, well, I'll do that later. Servant info. Register the bond. I only register 5 at a time, so I guess that's what I have to do. It's time to enter and exit. The decisions change. Mission. Defeat 30 missiles transformed. 200 combo. 70%. 3, 4. Time from a 200 combo. That's not gonna be happening. I can try to do the 200. The 200 is gonna be easy. So now I have even less to work with. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors temporarily in my control. There's a number on the 101 one. The smaller one. Yeah, there's a... All 3 were quite off. Oh, no, we got difficulty selects. And it's an easy temporarily. I see a dream, a vision if you will, a dream that feels like it should be a memory, but don't know if I have anything left to remember. My experiences, my memories, pretty much everything that makes up Hakano Kishinami is gone, but even with that, I'm looking back into the past. So maybe it's Altera's dream, not mine. Could be. They see the servant's memories when the master sleeps. I see a single vessel traveling through countless glimmering lights in a boundless sea. No, not lights and not a sea. There are stars in space. I don't know whose vessel it is, but I know that she's inside it. A lone traveler amongst the stars. She flies faster than light, or a length of time beyond all human measurement. Could that vessel be the Umbral Star itself? No one way to find out. It doesn't look the way I imagined it, not like a vessel of destruction at all. It looks majestic, beautiful almost, like a jewel. Of course, I'm seeing it from a distance and I have no way to calculate its size. I wonder how big it truly is and whether I could even comprehend that kind of scale. It continues on its long voyage. Its journey seems endless. Its ship sails through space, illuminated by glistening stars in the blackness. And inside she waits not only to physically arrive at the next destination far off as it is, but to reach the right time and the civilization within that destination achieve their pinnacle and ripe for the harvest. Eventually the Umbral Star finds something. Its brother, one might say, a pure photonic crystal, one sixth the size of the planet it orbits. The seventh haven autograph, created by an unknown race. The moon, also known as the moon cell. That's an ominous feeling right there, the Umbral Star. Then shades a fragment of itself, aiming it toward the moon cell to raid its treasure trove of information of the Earth. The fragment resembling a single teardrop, or perhaps a comet, and she is likely writing it. Now it begins. Could this be the end of life on Earth? Hope not. The harvester has arrived, ready for the reaping. It aims to take the moon cell with all its recordings of all events on Earth. Even the recordings of the earthling souls are engraved in its coat, and at the same time, it will destroy the lives that inspired them. I hate lots of flames. Volcano. I can only imagine that all of this took place just before the White Titan's rampage, just before the burning of the Earth. The messenger from the stars, the embodiment of destruction, the Titan of tears. Then I see the cancerous invitation spread across the Earth. Extinction seems inevitable. She crushes all civilizations and accepts no surrenders. The beasts of nature suffer horrible mutations, run amok, and ultimately fall to ash. She leaves no trace of life behind. Everything on Earth and the moon is doomed to annihilation by her hands. Sounds like your global end of the world time, but on a more apocalyptic scale. And that White Titan walking amidst the destruction it causes. Simple and calm, almost like a machine, the Titan smashes everything by order of the Umbral Star. Converting life and civilization into her own mana, she grows, transforms, and transcends all limits. And all the while she thinks, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Maybe she doesn't want to destroy. Destruction. This is the end of my journey, and only death awaits those I've come to visit. Civilization and life. Break, and let your pieces break again. What is this? I can sense her feelings, her hesitation, bewilderment, regret. That she held as she marched across the scorching earth. What am I? I'm just destroying for the sake of destruction. This isn't right. Not right. Not right. It's not right. Because I've never, even once, or a painting, inscription, or a prophecy, and more of the White Titan. The White Titan can't stop herself. Most of the land is in ashes now. Ancient civilizations have been erased. The galaxy's original organisms have already begun to die out. They've been shattered, burned, and exterminated. Our Earth and Moon are no different to her than the other planets she's been to. She's only fulfilling her duty, her fate. She'll wipe everything out, upload all the information she's got back to her starship, and then, as per her programming, she'll self-destruct. Her journey will finally end, at least that's the plan. Not if I have anything to say about it. And this thing's getting blasted into oblivion by the Umbral Star, I think, but it doesn't happen that way this time. That light, the light, so big and bright, it nearly swallows the Titan whole. Her body, tougher than any stone or strong enough to resist the heat of the stars, cracks before that bright light. The impossible has happened, so that light will destroy the Titan. No one could have beaten the Titan, not even the very personification of the world's concepts. Those who were worshipped as gods. Maybe it's something not from this world that defeats the Titan. She'd have crushed them right alongside their followers. None of them could have stood between her and her duty. But after she struck down one particular god, the concept of conflict, later known as the god of war, it appeared. A shining single sword, forged and refined in the depths of the earth, wherever man or god lived to witness its birth, called it, that saber sword, the holy sword. Excalibur? Could that be the ultimate phantasm created by the stars and humanity's deepest wishes, the embodiment of world-saving hope, all is distant utopia? What is this? Could that be from Excalibur? I know this. This is the sword. The sword of what? It looks like it belonged to the god I destroyed. God destroyed. Could that have been Nero's saber? If not, it's so much smaller. Or something else. Small enough for a person to wield, but so powerful. Hot. The white massive figure splits in two, as all the spiritrons that it didn't absorb from the planet fall onto the Earth's surface like powdery snow. There, in a faraway land, the Titan completes its collapse. It falls by the light of the stars to whom humanity has sent its most desperate wishes. So it will light the darkest star, so to speak, after that. With the Titan having fallen on Earth, its memories are transmitted back to alter his main body. Her digital form absorbs the records of Earth's destruction. She has failed to perform her duty. What happens to those who fail? They die. She could neither finish off the Earth nor conquer the moon cell. The backlash from the Titan's death shuts down Ultra's real body on the moon, at least for a few minutes. With that opening, the moon cell seals Ultra's body away in an unknown dark location. Darkness not connected to anything else, the zero dark. Something about all of that doesn't seem to fit. The Umbral Star their supposed purpose is to harvest. But the Titan seems hellbent on destruction. Why is beyond me. It's like a farmer and burning all his crops that he worked so hard to make. Shh! That light. The Umbral Star's fourth is coming. In any case, that particular harvest came to an end. The Umbral Star, having passed through the solar system, sailed on into the sea of stars, leaving it enshrouded behind in the zero dark. And in the center of that unknown land, there was only Altera, all alone with nothing in her way and nowhere to go, surrounded by nothingness. At least during her journey, she could look out and see the stars, not just the blackness, not just herself, and endlessly replaying her own memories of death and destruction. But about 13,000 years later, Altera received a new memory sent from Earth, and a new mission, the same mission. This looks peaceful, for the time being at least, but it's all temporary. She saw a rolling green field with a cool breeze sweeping it through. No matter which way she turned her head, the field seemed endless. That memory, that feeling stuck with her, like a precious moment from her own life, submerged in a dream. That image had a surprising origin. When the Titan fell, its body became a ruin, and in that ruin, humans found a silver of its existence intact, in the form of a small child. The tribe in Central Asia who made that discovery raised the child to be a champion for their people, a born warrior. She became their leader, all without knowing her own true name or origin, and still imprisoned alone in the moon. Altera experienced life as a single human. She was raised by humans after being reborn. She rode freely through the plain. She headed west with her many allies. She fought against all the people of the West as an unparalleled lord of conquest. Sounds a bit like King Arturi almost. She was given a name, one very different from Zephyr. She hated the sound of it, and always said she wanted something cuter, but her elders would always smile and shake their heads. And then, how cruel is this? Altera, trained and engineered to destroy all humans, gained the experience of being one. And by living as a human, she learned human emotions, which she then retained after the mortal body's death, and continued to experience as she lived on, alone in that cavern. Wow. Loneliness, emptiness, nostalgia, and the lingering guilt of all the lives she'd taken. And through the long, long dream that has passed, her emotions are seeping into me, into this empty body, with no memories of its own. I realize once again how unstable my existence is, what it really means not to have any memories. I feel light and hollow, like I wouldn't be surprised if I disappear, but I'm not afraid. Well, my existence isn't natural, that's for sure. In fact, I think even Altera's existence is more natural than mine. That's pretty heavy. Now I know a bit about Altera's past. After waking up, I awakened from the dream. Slogging out the drowsiness, I approached the edge of the cage. The cage door can withstand any amount of force, but at the slightest nudge from me, it swings open. Yesterday, she'd promised to destroy the cage, but it seems she forgot about that. She destroyed the lock. Well, that's good. It's a start, so now I can step outside. Well, outside, at least I can stretch my legs without having to worry about getting cramped by a giant stuck into a ring. Still, it would be nice to get some fresh air sometime soon. Good morning. Elaine, did you sleep well at my christening? As I look up from the ground, it really hits me. Altera is so beautiful. Well, no wait, I mean she is, but focus from down here. I can really see the difference inside between us. but for all her height, for all the length of her limbs, she carries herself with such grace and dignity. It almost doesn't feel right calling her a giant or a titan. She seems more like a goddess. Careful with your words. If she is a huge walking apocalypse, she's still beautiful. A beautiful monster, don't say monster. I have anything of that when I first saw her, but not after seeing that dream. It hits me like never before. Maybe beauty is just beauty, wherever you find it. Something wrong? Do you have any trouble sleeping? Now we've been staring for a while. Did I overfeed you last night? No. Maybe. I did miss some enemy program guts into the meal. They're good for your energy now. Wait, what? Wait, what? I ate enemies? I ingested enemy programs or installed them, or that's got to be bad for my health, right? You could say that. Just a little, would be okay. Awkward. Thought it might make you happier. Well, at least she thought about feeding me something. Oh, what? Like a little medicine wine before bedtime? I'm sorry, I was just kidding. Didn't miss anything. Oh, it was a joke. So weird. I wasn't sure if you were listening, so I thought I might tease you. I'm sorry, Master. Will you forgive me? Well, if she's apologizing that much, and she did say she was joking, so, but seriously, let's never actually do that, ever. That'd be cannibalism. I blatantly tell her, good morning, my drowsiness is gone now, so she doesn't need to worry about that. That's a start. Good morning, Master. Ohayou gozaimasu. I tried decorating a bit. What do you think? Do you like it? I admire it. She did change up her room a bit. That's nice. I'm not really used to this sort of thing. Not to say this is my first time. I do have some experience, believe it or not. She's done some room changes in the past, I take it. This place has nothing at first. Just a dark, empty room. Really, there was nothing at all. I think I have an idea of what she means now that I've seen that dream of hers. For such a long time, there was nothing to hear but her. But then one day, something came to me. I'm gonna say this in a way you'll understand. It was a very strange thing. Something I had never felt before. And people would probably call it a dream. So, the Titan had a dream as well. And I thought servants couldn't dream. I had one about all sorts of things. Maybe in particular, they can see in the my memories too. Like in Fate's Day Night. I live at home here, based on that experience. And that's the place you see today. I wanted to make stories and decorations in your size. That's still hard for me. Okay. In any case, I did try to make it easier to walk all these gold coins. Thank you. What do you think? Is this better for you? It's better than before. Well, it's certainly better than before, than being stuck in the cage, and she did spend all right making it, so I thought I'd be thankful. Thanks, also. But next time, can I request something more civilized? Of course, and thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. a special place for you and I. So even if it's just a little, I want to work a little bit better. Our favorite mouse. And to me, this is all I have. Oh. Because I am being envious. It's my outer self. Oh. And your son. An eternal contract. Like yourself, yes, and freedom as well. And with the heroic spirit on my soul. I travel to the new land to serve the soul servant, but listen, but this cabin is so small. Her smile is melancholic. In that moment I can understand her feelings. The emptiness, the loneliness, and the longing to get to anyone. I dream of running out through the fields must be running through her head non-stop. As heroic and powerful as she is, I have to ask myself, which of us is more of a prisoner? Altera or Hakanal? She's been here much longer than I have, in this cold stone cavern. I feel like my cold start sinking in. No, just now start to notice it. It's not sympathy or compassion I feel exactly. What I feel is a sense of purpose. I'm not fighting on the moon's self-destruction or the Umbral Star as much as I've thought about those things since I gave Altera Codecast. What am I fighting for? What I am fighting for is to free Altera, to let her walk freely in the outside world again. She can't do that without me. I can fight and fight if it's for her, and that's sweet. For me? Yeah, you're fighting for me. Is that okay? I almost had to hear you say that, but you shouldn't, you can't. It's not allowed, please. You're only building up false hope for yourself. So it's only a pipe dream. And so when I do step out of the cavern, it will be to conquer and destroy the moon cell. You're human. No human wants Umbral Star to come here. Some might want this dimension to conquer, but to see the earth destroyed along with it. You see the impossibility of it, don't you? I do see the impossibility, but there are other impossibilities at work here too. Of course, I don't want the world to end, especially not with me on it, but at the same time, my master hasn't made a counter with Altera. When I fight by her side, I'm not fighting for the end of the earth or the world. I am fighting purely for Ultra's sake, and for that, I am proud to stand by her. I don't really have any memories at the moment, so in a way, this counts as my first decision. Maybe I'll have more questions later, but for now I have to go to my gut. Oh my god. In other words, I'm going to be you're playing house. And Elizabeth interrupts the moment. Pathetic. I'm playing house? Pathetic. She walks in again. Uninvited. In my cabin again. And without knocking, no less. Of course I am. We're equal allies, remember? But besides that, are you gonna stay on board up in the Zero Dark forever? Just ignore Seraphim. That's your mission. Third saber and the blue caster. Are you gonna you're packing yourself? Those two have each other a piece of the regalia. Now listen here, clock's ticking. You're up against a couple of small fries. That doesn't mean they can't shank you if you're not paying attention. True. So that explains, yeah. So Tamla has the body while Saber has the mind. Ultra has my soul. This is the regalia. I've already decided to commit to this. But the realization of what that means is sinking in deeper and deeper. I'm going to war to conquer all the Seraphim. Hearing someone else tell her about it, that's what made it hit me. Hold on, what did she just say now about Red Saber and Blue Caster? Yeah, though, why do I know those names? And something starts growing up and so I'm going to fade away before I can grasp it. And amnesia again. What's that weird face, little squirrel? Oh, I get it. Having second thoughts? You don't remember what your deal is? Oh, the regalia. Not even Saber or Caster. Not at the moment. Why? I'll remain silent.